808. Joining us now, the host of Outkicks. Tomi Lahren is fearless. Tomi Lahren, Fox News contributor Charlie Hurt, Project 2021 Chairman Horace Cooper. Tomi, start with you. All right. You know, the frustrating thing to me, and I went into this last night in detail, is all of these major radical left positions she staked out, bills she sponsored. We have no idea if she still supports them. How does ABC Disney not ask those fundamental questions?
Well, they gave her a pass. And I think the reason that Kamala won't answer for her past policy positions and she won't tell us why she is supposedly evolved is because she hasn't evolved. I also think she's leaving herself plenty of room, if she were to be elected, to go right back to those radical positions. You can't believe a thing this woman says. If she would have given us some story about her evolution on fracking, her evolution on gun confiscation, on Medicare for all, on illegal immigration and being tough on the border, then perhaps the American people would somewhat buy it, at least the viewers and voters that are still on the fence. But she didn't have to do any of that because ABC didn't make her do any of that. They were in the can for her. They actively debated against Donald Trump. He walked into an ambush and a buzzsaw. Unfortunately, he didn't just take the bait, he took the whole boat, which is a whole separate conversation. But Kamala is hiding behind the mainstream media, and they will continue to shield and coddle her. The only thing we can do is play back her own words, as you have expertly done, and play it on repeat until Election Day.
But she's only, Charlie, being pragmatic to win the election. Bernie Sanders said that.
Yeah, exactly. Listen to one of her own supporters on that key point. Look, this is why she lost the debate last night. She lost it because the onus was completely on her. She's the one that 1/3 of the American population says they don't know where she stands on things. They don't know enough about her to support her or to make a decision about her. And so the onus is entirely on her to make the case why people should trust her. And she failed to do it last night. She failed to explain to people why she's changed her position on things like fracking and Israel and all these other topics. She also failed to explain why she has embraced all of these wildly radical positions that she now conveniently says she has changed her position on. You and I both know that the only reason she's changed her position is because she'll say absolutely anything to get elected. And as Tomi just pointed out, all the Trump campaign has to do is run the footage of what she said last night compared to all the footage that she said before, just as you just did. All you have to do is run that and let her sink herself with her own words in their ads. And that's why she lost. People don't trust her. They don't know her. The onus is on her, and she failed last night.
You know, I'm looking at, and we'll get into this later in the program, Horace, but I'm looking at even the New York Times and Reuters, and I've spoken to a lot of pollsters today. They said no change, no real impact here. And the fact that she was rehearsed, okay, got to give her credit. She did a little homework and she got her prepared lines. ABC did a horrible job in terms of asking really important, pertinent questions that I think the American people need to know before they start voting, and they're starting to vote now. And that, to me, is a colossal failure. They're the biggest loser in all of this. But I guess the question I have for you is, you know, if she can't move the ball because she can't really speak her true beliefs, how does that end, even though she has all the aid and assistance of the media?
There's something that happened last night that's actually bigger than the aspirations of former President Trump or Vice President Kamala Harris. And that is that on December 15th, 1791, our founders got ratified the First Amendment. It is the only part of the Constitution that protects a commercial enterprise. That is the Fifth Estate. And they did that for a really, really important reason. When Benjamin Franklin said we had a republic if we could keep it, it was assumed that the media would understand the important role that they have in keeping the American people informed. They're not supposed to be cheerleaders and partisans for one side or the other. They're supposed to give real, straightforward information. Ask questions that will elicit the kind of decision making that voters need. Final point. On abortion, it is pretty clear the left-wing media lives in a progressive enclave, and they don't understand how important the issue is, and their idea of fact-checking is to dismiss the evil of abortion. Black people would be the second largest population in America were it not for the systematic destruction of black unborn babies in this country because of abortion. It happens late term. Just ask Kermit Gosnell about killing babies after they had been born. If mothers hadn't died, we'd never know about it. Shame on the media for not living up to this awesome responsibility that our founders gave them.
Well, we all heard Governor Northam, and we all know Tim Walz's radical stance. No restrictions on abortion at all in Minnesota, even in months 7, 8, and 9. You know, you can be a member of the media and to have multiple roles. You can be a talk show host. The difference is you've got to be honest about it. We do news, investigative reporting. Right. We give opinion. We're upfront about it. We're honest about it. We talk about culture. We talk about sports. We're like a whole newspaper, but they claim to be journalists. At ABC Disney, it doesn't exist. Thank you all. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.